You know that feeling? You have a massive, important project staring you down, and you know you should start, but instead, you find yourself deep cleaning the kitchen, falling down a Wikipedia rabbit hole, or scrolling through your phone for what feels like minutes but turns into hours. You're not lazy, you're stuck in the procrastination cycle. But what if you could break free? In this video, we're diving into the powerful, no-fluff strategies from Darius Foroux's book, Do It Today. We're not just talking about theory. We're giving you a practical, step-by-step plan to conquer procrastination, eliminate distractions, and finally take back control of your time in your life. Let's get started.
Chapter 1. Taking Full Responsibility. The first step in conquering procrastination is to take full ownership of your time and choices. We often craft elaborate excuses for delaying work. We're tired, the task is too complex, or we'll be in a better mood tomorrow. While these justifications offer temporary comfort, they are ultimately self-defeating. Consider a common scenario. A professional puts off a major report, relying on a future burst of energy. The night before the deadline, a power outage or internet failure occurs. Suddenly, the time they thought they had vanishes, and they are left unable to deliver. This situation, while seemingly dramatic, reflects the real consequences of postponement that accumulate over a lifetime. At its core, chronic procrastination is often a form of laziness. It's the part of our brain that seeks the path of least resistance, whispering that it's easier to start later. To counter this, you must consciously acknowledge the long-term consequences of delay. Is working for an extra hour now truly more difficult than the stress of a missed deadline tomorrow? Hold yourself accountable for your choices. Remember, you cannot avoid tomorrow's responsibilities by evading them today. True productivity isn't about overworking. It's about making disciplined decisions in the present moment to create more freedom in the future.
Chapter 2. Building Momentum with Streaks. Procrastination is not a modern invention. Historical figures from artists to leaders have struggled with and written about its pitfalls. If you find yourself frequently delaying tasks, you are in widespread company. The key is not to dwell on past inaction, but to pivot towards action. A powerful method to build momentum is through productivity streaks. Begin by clearly defining your most essential tasks for the day, week, and month. Then estimate the time required for each. For instance, if you aim to complete a 40-hour online course in 2 months, that breaks down to a manageable 5 hours per week. Next, conduct an honest audit of your current habits. Where is your time actually going? If you discover you spend 5 hours a week doom scrolling TikTok, Reels, Shorts, you have found the time for your course. The strategy is not to add more hours to your day, but to reallocate time from low-value activities to high-value ones. Finally, maintain a simple journal to track your time and progress. This isn't about self-punishment for missed targets, but about creating clarity. Journaling helps you see where your time is spent, identify patterns of distraction, and celebrate small wins. Your productivity won't transform overnight, but by consistently tracking and adjusting, you will build a streak of progress that becomes its own motivation.
Chapter 3. Creating a Focused Environment. Our modern world, filled with technological wonders, is also a minefield of distraction. Smartphones and constant connectivity, while beneficial, have fragmented our attention spans. The ping of a notification can derail your focus, and it can take valuable minutes to regain your deep concentration. To combat this, you must be intentional about your environment. Start with your devices. Activate focus mode or do not disturb during work blocks to silence non-essential notifications. Be ruthless about leaving chat groups or muting channels that offer no real value and only serve to distract. If possible, use separate devices or profiles for work and personal life. This creates a powerful psychological boundary. Beyond technology, your physical space and habits are crucial. Minimize small talk when you are in a state of flow. Schedule specific times to check email rather than leaving your inbox open all day. Use your short breaks to stretch or walk around, not to check your phone. Keep your workspace tidy and clutter-free. Focus on a single task until completion. Multitasking is a myth that leads to more time spent overall and lower quality work. By setting clear boundaries in all areas of your life, you create the conditions for deep focus and genuine peace of mind.
Chapter 4: The Power of Strategic Rest. A common misconception is that productivity means working non-stop. In reality, pushing yourself beyond your mental and physical limits is counterproductive. When you are overwhelmed and fatigued, the quality of your work declines sharply. Strategic breaks are not a sign of laziness. They are a critical component of high performance. Stepping away from your work provides mental space for reflection, allowing you to spot errors and generate new ideas you would have missed while grinding away. A highly effective method for structuring your work and rest is the Pomodoro technique. It involves working in focused 25-minute intervals called Pomodoros, followed by a 5-minute break. After completing 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 20 to 30 minutes. This rhythm prevents burnout and maintains a high level of focus during your work sessions. The principles of taking breaks also apply on a larger scale. It is vital to take full days or even weeks off from work. Use your vacation time. Designate days where you do nothing work-related. True productivity requires a rested and rejuvenated mind. A happy and effective life is built not just on doing more, but on thinking well, and that requires space and rest.
Chapter 5: Embracing Uncertainty and Risk. A powerful driver of procrastination is the fear of the unknown. We delay starting a new venture, applying for a promotion, or changing careers because we cannot guarantee the outcome. We desire a perfect, risk-free path to success, which does not exist. The key is to accept uncertainty as a natural part of life and progress. Instead of being paralyzed by the possibility of failure, take calculated risks. If you are considering a career change, you don't have to leap blindly. Build a soft landing for yourself. This could mean saving 6 months of expenses, developing your skills on the side, or launching a small project before quitting your job. You prepare as best you can, then you take the step. It's also important to challenge the common advice that you must always leave your comfort zone. Sometimes the most productive environment is the one you have built with the people and things you love. The goal is not to seek constant discomfort, but to expand your capabilities within a supportive context. Don't follow mainstream advice mindlessly. Find the methods, environments, and rhythms that work uniquely for you, and have the courage to pursue them despite the inherent uncertainties.
Conclusion: your productivity, your life. Productivity is ultimately about control, not over every minute of your day, but over the direction of your life. By consistently completing your most important tasks, you create the space and energy to pursue new opportunities and achieve meaningful progress. The journey to overcoming procrastination is built on a foundation of personal responsibility, consistent action, a focused environment, strategic rest, and the courage to face uncertainty. It is a balanced approach that values both accomplishment and well-being. To put this into practice, consider these starting points. For one day, lock your phone away during work hours and observe the difference in your focus. Begin each day by identifying and attacking your single most important task. For 1 month, diligently document how you spend your work time. Analyze the data to find your personal patterns of procrastination and opportunity. Take these lessons and apply them. The power to change your habits and reshape your life rests entirely in your hands. Start today.
That concludes the book summary for this episode. Hopefully the discussion opened up new insights for you. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.